Record. Okay, we're recording now.
Okay, fantastic.
Okay, Chuck, before I dive deeper into this, let's just step back here and look at the high level view. We got about an hour and 15 right now available on my end. Let's can you tell me all the bullet points that you want to hit today in this time period?
My goal is to look at this situation and figure out the best way to fix it.
Okay.
Talk about the accounting moving forward with Lorena.
Okay.
This is a very important, maybe the most important thing to me right now.
With your uncle and the accountant.
Yes, because we had a good conversation yesterday at a pretty valid point, and with the fact that I'm not going to work with Sheldon on this anymore, and Lorena's team's going to be involved. I think it should be pretty painless, but I need the time, and we need to get them up to speed.
Okay. So no more Sheldon. Got Lorena, and we got Audrey and me, and
yes.
you and your uncle.
Yeah, well, just me. He just wants to see the paperwork, which I don't blame him. I actually want to see it. I want to see it too.
Does he want to see it monthly or quarterly?
I need to get good numbers from January 1st. We still haven't figured that out.
Oh, wow.
So I need to see Q1, Q2, and Q3. And I'm going to have Lorena's team help us get that straightened out.
Okay. So
between you and her, and some training with Audrey, I think it will be very simple. But we need to take some time and do it.
When everything gets settled, though, do you want to be in quarterly financial mode or monthly financial mode?
I want to start with monthly, and then we can back off to quarterly.
Okay.
And with that being said, if Enrique comes through on Monday and gets them set up to get in the system, well, I guess nevertheless, I want to set up a meeting with you and them, the three of us and them, Monday at 12 or Tuesday, the 3rd, or what day is Tuesday? The 1st? Tuesday the 1st at 12:30 if you're available.
Yeah, I'm flying out to California Monday evening to be on site the 1st to the 4th. So if we could do Monday, that'd be better because I'm flying out in the evening. I've got all day Monday available. Tuesday, I don't know what I'm walking into yet.
All right, well, let me see what I can do. They're not.
Okay.
It all hedges on Enrique, pretty much.
For the remote access.
They need access. Even if they don't, we can still go to meeting and get started. But that's my start date.
I'll reach out to Enrique too because I need remote access in a better way, like I talked to you. So whatever he's doing for them, I want him to do for me. So maybe he could just tell me what he wants to do, and I could do it. So just to move the sticks forward quicker. So let me just make a note to reach out. I'll reach out to Enrique after this.
What time works for you then on Monday?
Monday, the best time is this time. The kids are in school from like 9 to 1.
So 10 a.m.?
Yeah. But 11 works and 12 works as well.
All right, I'm going to send an email real quick.
Sure.
I'll copy you.
Okay. I'm sorry for that. Okay.
Oh, God damn it. sometimes there's this glitch that happens where if you type the letter G,
Yeah. Oh,
it goes
yeah.
into Xbox controller mode.
Yeah, that's when the command key gets stuck down. So just tap the Windows key or command key a couple times to release that.
Okay.
Okay.
See what she says.
Okay, good. Let me get back to my notes here. Okay, so we've got the PO issue, we've got the accounting issue. Any other major bullet points?
Yeah, I want to. No, nothing. Everything else is working very well. Knock on wood at this moment.
Good. Okay, excellent. So back to POs. I can.
So can I jump on here?
Sure. Let me.
So I guess I don't know. Is there a way to look up open ones or?
Yeah, escape out of there. Browse POs. In purchasing.
Oh.
So close that window. There you go. Browse POs. Up. Then purchase orders. Browse purchase orders. And then sort by status, which is the default here. So you see all the creating ones and the ordering ones. You can also look by receipt date.
Okay. So now you can have an idea.
Yeah.
And we got some in here from 18.
Those are the ones that are being created, right? So look at the ordering ones. The ordering ones, 926, going back, so page down a few times. Oops.
I don't know what I just said. Here, you do. You go.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these ordering ones go back all the way to 2017, but not a lot of them there. So the bulk of them are early June, it looks like. And then we have some stragglers right here. So if I just basically mark all those as received to get going.
If you mark them as received and then we just do an inventory, manual inventory, will that kind of fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and what you've been doing, the manual inventory rough guess every time we produce financials. Are you actually going to do a physical inventory for real?
Well, I do them once a month. We do an
Okay.
actual physical once a month.
But with that, you don't have the cost, do you?
Well, I should.
I mean, like, what are you doing? You're just are
We're
you
just
going in?
we're doing adjustments to the actual
Okay.
image.
Okay. So are you running a report from EIC then, an inventory valuation at that
No, I
point?
just run the inventory counting sheet, and
Let,
then
let,
I
let's get in
send
the
the.
habit of that. Let click here, reports, and then reports again, inventory control, and a detailed valuation by category and last landed cost. So if you do that and say landed cost, okay, I'll show you what that looks like. What's that? There. So dry ingredients, you got this
Yeah,
many
so
on hand.
like potassium sorbate. There's a
Yeah.
glitch there already.
One sec here. Okay, but what you're doing when you do inventory adjustments at the end of the month, you're adjusting this number basically. So if you run this report right afterwards, you should get a proper value. It'll go based on the last receipt date or last received cost and total up. So you should get a good idea of what your value should be for the month end report. So if we look right here, let's see what it says
So
for
does it
total.
yeah, I was going to say, does it give us a total?
It should. Come on.
So is this all by GL,
It knows
the way it's administered?
the system knows what GL accounts for what item types. This particular report does not sort by the GL account, but yeah. So here, this is $600,000 for everything. Does that sound reasonable? As
Well,
of
it's
today?
100,000 off right off the bat. Yeah,
Okay. Low?
but yeah, it sounds reasonable.
Okay. You want to
In fact, it looks pretty good, except for that potassium sorbate up till now.
cool. You want to print this?
You can print it, yeah.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, just
She can't do. They can't do Monday.
okay.
What about tomorrow?
Yeah, that's why I was thinking of accelerating Enrique's thing by having him show me what he wants to do, and I could just do it for them to get him in, because tomorrow's pretty good for me.
Grab the cursor.
Okay.
All right, you can. I asked her. She said maybe noon on Monday, and I
Okay.
asked her about tomorrow. What happened?
Okay, cool. Yeah. Um, okay, so I'm going to make a note here.
Another note too. We haven't sent out statements.
Let's go to my notes here. Okay. So accounting statements. You can see my screen, right?
No, I can't.
Can you, Audrey?
Yes.
Okay, Chuck, go ahead and click on the GoToMeeting icon, see if that pops up.
Oh, now I can.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we got POs, nothing received, Octavia. So we'll say training, we'll move that down here. Statements, no, that's right here. Okay, so we're statements, delete that. And we'll say receive, mark everything as received in full and invoiced. When do you anticipate that you'll be actually doing receiving?
Well, I mean, if depending on timing right now, we can start on that with Octavio, and we can start as soon as tomorrow.
Okay. So nothing received since June 19th, and we'll say Octavio will start tomorrow, 9/28, is it? 9/27.
27.
Okay. Timing wise, I need to make sure that I basically, let me think here. So every PO that's been created and the receipt date is up until tonight, I can mark those as received in full and paid. And then the stuff going forward with tomorrow's receipt dates and forward. Do you have a lot of POs in the system right now?
Not a lot, just a handful.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Is that generally how it's intended to work? Shipping and receiving will receive it, and then accounts payable will pay it, and then
let me just write down the typical flow here. So buyer makes the PO and sends to supplier. Buyer gets confirmation on pricing and updates PO. Buyer prints PO and gives to warehouse for their folder. And then the warehouse receives product at dock door with bill of lading from shipper. Warehouse updates PO receipt information, quantity, weight, etc. Warehouse prints a PO receipt confirmation or receiving ticket and gives it to AP department with PO plus ticket plus bill of lading. AP waits for invoice to arrive and compares against PO and bill of lading ticket. If discrepancy, comma, hand it over to buyer to resolve. Wait for it to come back from buyer. And then the AP keys in invoice and pulls in data from PO receipts information, posts invoice, and that changes the PO status from received to invoiced. Make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so we need to look at your, have you done any POs today?
No. Oh, yeah, I did 2 to rip on, or 1 to
Okay.
rip on.
Okay. Let's take a look. Got to back a few data from last night.
Excuse me.
That's okay. So I'm just gonna back up. Look in purchasing, browse, POs. Let me look by receipt date. And so if I look here in the future, receipt date 9/13, 9/16, 9/30. Imperial, is this one coming yet?
Oh, What is
Caps, 110 millimeter white caps.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Or 9:30. I don't
It
know
was,
if they're.
it was projected for 9/30. There was another one in there with some red and yellow caps that's projected for 9/16.
No, those 2 have not arrived yet.
Neither of them. Okay. And what about this Indel food?
I'm sure
Peppers.
that's here.
Okay. So basically there's only 4 POs, 3 POs that need to be not received status? These two Imperials plus you said one that you did this morning from Rippon?
Yeah.
Okay. And was there another one that you're going to do today too?
No, I'm done for right now.
Okay. So if I just preserve those three and leave them in the ordering status, and then all these other ones that are in ordering, just mark those to invoiced. But actually, are there some you think that we're still going to get invoices for of these ones?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not from August.
Okay. So it looks like you maybe did you stop doing? Um, is this right? Let me take a look at this real quick. Let me make sure I've got the right data here. This looks like older data. Oh,
No, look at mine.
Yeah, I think that daily backup there is still backing up your old machine and not your new machine. I got to talk to Enrique about that too. That's not good. Okay. Let's go back to yours because it looks like that's from about the time of the server switchover.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to come here today.
Okay, good. Do you know what time?
Ha! I wouldn't hold your breath either.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going to make an Enrique section here. Enrique, VPN, and backup. Can you go ahead and share your screen, please?
I lost you. If I click on GoToMeeting, should you get my screen back? Should my screen come back?
You should see Chuck's. Wait, am I controlling your computer or Chuck's computer?
You're on mine.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Because
So
I have a blank. Oh, now I have you. Okay.
okay, good. So back here, purchasing, browse, POs. Okay, this is more what I expected to see. Let's do you have a print screen button on your computer there?
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that, please.
You think it'll work? I don't
Yeah.
know if it'll work through the server.
It should. Did you hit it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if I come here,
For a screenshot, are you trying to?
yeah. You have a screenshot method?
I think it's control. Is it control print screen?
I usually do print screen and then go to like Microsoft Word and paste it, or WordPad, and then just paste.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then print from there. See if that's legible.
Legible printed?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Too small. What's up?
I got Carlos back already.
Okay, you send them?
You send them?
Yeah, I'll print
How'd you do with the tires? Go to Buckscott and get them?
discount tire, 145 each. Yeah.
You don't have to put the nitrogen in it, then you clear it.
Oh my God, it's a different car. Drives like a fucking different car.
Well, but the other ones were all worn. They were worn to
They had,
passion.
they had bubbles.
Oh yeah, I could feel it when I ran my hand across it. I knew what you're talking about. I think something about tire or something. All right, I'm still waiting for parts to come in, and I got rid of Northwest waiting for the other guy.
I tracked it. It's supposed to come here today.
I know you're telling me.
So it's on the truck, it says.
You want me to change that module right away, right? Change that thing?
The amplifier, the one with the two lights on. Yeah, that's gonna fix it. I've changed it.
No,
It's the amplifier.
Yeah, I'm reading the book. It's how you can say, you know.
I've changed it before.
Yeah, that's what Roscoe was saying.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he's done a doc, so if you got the answers from him.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I
No
can't.
problem.
I gotta grab this.
Yeah.
Everything back from that Larry iPad.
No.
Okay, I'll email.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also new financials.
Yes, we're talking about that as we speak.
Before you the email from Kansas.
Not yet. Okay. Monday at noon, Chris.
Good. Okay, thank you. Put it on my calendar here. I've got it set for an hour. Okay, so did that print out more readable?
Yeah, it's much more legible.
Good. Okay, can you identify which have come in already and which have not? And I'll preserve the ordering status of the ones that have not come in yet. And everything else will be marked to received and invoiced.
Okay.
Actually, on the invoiced side too, we should have. Why don't you like on this sheet, cross out the ones that have come in already? Well, let me think. I want to know. I want to know whether it's been received and whether it's been invoiced. So if it's been received and invoiced, you can cross it off. If it's been received and not invoiced, you could put like an R next to it. If it's not, if it's
When you say invoice, you mean we paid the bill?
whether she's received the invoice or put the invoice, yeah, put the bill in the system, not paid it, but she's actually keyed it into AP.
And she'll be able to look that up easy by the PO number.
I would think so.
Audrey, you with us on this?
Audrey?
Audrey?
I'm sorry, Chuck, were you speaking to me?
Yeah, are you with us on this? I'm going to have you do this.
Yeah, I heard that, but I didn't hear what you said the last thing that you said.
You're going to have to look and see if you entered these to be paid in the system and then which ones were paid. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
Yeah, sure.
And just- And Chris, how do you want her to?
Not
do-
paid. Nothing to do with paying. It has to do with whether you've keyed the invoice for it already. I
Okay.
want to know. I want to know whether it's been received and whether the invoice has been keyed. So I just want to preserve those ones. Like if, say that Kraft Chemical one that's about 10 lines down, if that's been received but not invoiced yet, then I want to change the status of it's received and not invoiced.
Okay, so received, you mean in the building? Invoice,
Yes,
you mean-
yes. Is it
you
been
mean
is it in the building and entered in as a payable? Not necessarily paid, but entered in as a payable invoice.
Okay, and how do you want us to mark it out there?
I would like you to, like that sunset packaging, let's assume that it's been received and invoiced. If that's the case, then just cross out the word sunset packaging right there.
Okay.
Just draw a line through it. If that salad oils one, the second one, has been received but not invoiced, then put an R next to it.
Okay,
Okay. Cool.
you good with that, Audrey?
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then just send me a scan of that if you would.
Okay,
Cool. Okay. So let me go back to my notes here. So we got it in place for that. So now the question is how to receive and to teach Octavio. I believe that should close that part of that loop. Enrique, when he gets there, if I could just talk to him for 5 minutes, it'd be great. And then accounting statements. So you want to know how to do the statements. And I think that's everything for today. So statements, let's talk about statements for a second. So if I go here to AR, have you put in email addresses for people to receive the statements?
yeah, we used to send them. Shannon sent
Okay.
them with no.
Okay, good. Then it's just a matter of going to reports in the AR module, go to statements, and then you tag which groups are going to get the statement. So right now these are all tagged in the blue. Oops. So as I scroll down, looks like everything but these ones here are tagged. I guess I should probably tag those too. So now everything's tagged. All you do is you just come here and you hit this button that says email. And the first thing it's going to do is print a report. Let me go ahead and do that. And so I'm going to click on that.
This is in the AR module?
AR reports statements, yes. So it just generated an 8-page report here of what it's going to do. So let's take a look at what it's going to do. So here's your 2% net 10, 30, net 30. It's going to send an email to Albertsons at these email addresses for $29,000. And then Beanbag Deli, it's going to send a $217 statement to because it does not have an email address for them. So this is a good report to run.
So we need to take off the, yeah, let's untag the 2% because Albertsons gets through EDI, so it's a whole different thing. Let's take that off.
Okay, so let's just review. Yeah, let's just review this. I got you. How about Beanbag Deli? Do you think you can get an email address for them?
Sure.
Okay, so if you do that and plug that in, then it will not print one to the printer. So it will be up here in the email section. So these guys here are all getting them via printer, no printed paper. There's no email addresses in for statements.
Okay.
Let's keep going down. Midwest Foods, email, going to AP Midwest Foods, printer, mail order customer, Northwestern Fruit. Oops. Okay, so here's all your net 30s. So all these guys here will get emails at all these email addresses for all these statements. And then these guys will not. So see if you can collect some email addresses for these ones.
Okay.
And
You print that?
Yep. Okay, so after it generates this report and pops it up on your screen, then it asks you the question, do you want to continue? So we'll just say no. So if you say yes there, it's going to email out everything it tells you that it's emailing out, and it's going to print out to your printer everything that it says it's going to print out. And so you should have maybe 20, 30 statements it looks in the printer, and the rest will be emailed. So I'm going to turn off these 2%, and so those guys won't get anything.
And then how do we go into the individual customers and turn the statement on or off?
Browse customers.
Like Dennis Wholesale, he gets pissed off when we send him a statement because
Okay,
he doesn't ever owe us.
gotcha.
Chuck, who did you say gets ticked off?
Well, it won't send him one if he doesn't owe anything. Well, right now he owes 5,000. So let's see, page 1, I believe. No, page 3. Where is it? Oh, there it is, page 3. Page 4. Page 4. Right here. So statements, no.
Yeah, it's already on now. Okay.
Yep. And right here it says it.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so that's
Right.
that.
That's easy.
Very
That's
very
easy.
easy. Yep. Okay, so PO receipts. You've done this before, right? The receiving POs.
I've done it before a long time ago.
Okay. Let's. Weird. I always thought I had a receiving one out here. Oh well. let's go back to my computer so that we don't receive it on your end. That'll mess up your inventory.
Is your screen going to pop up?
It will in a
Or should I
second.
be seeing?
I was just
Oh, no.
piling on to your Enrique thing.
Oh.
Okay, so back to these notes here. Let's make a buyer bucket here.
All right, where am I? I can't see it. Where am I looking?
Click on the GoToMeeting icon, I guess.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so the buyer and warehouse, and then AP. Okay, so those are the 3 steps of the process there. So all we need to do is worry about this guy today, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he receives product at the doctor. So he's going to have a PO in hand. So let's go to one of these POs.
Should I get him in here to look?
I think so, yeah. Oh, pardon me.
What's that? I send my. Chris, are you still there?
I am.
All right, Octavio's with us.
Hi, Tavio.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
I'm gonna have Enrique set up a computer for a shipping and receiving login for EIC.
Okay.
Um,
Is there a laser printer out there?
no, but there's a printer in the office that he can print to.
Okay.
Just the same printer we all print to.
Okay.
And I'll show him I guess just show them right now the main screen and
Yep.
and where to go from there.
Okay, so let me just show you for a second what Chuck's going to be doing. So
I'm gonna turn the volume up. Hold on.
okay,
Okay.
1 second here. Okay, so I'm in the purchasing program, and this is what Chuck will be doing. So you won't be doing this. So he's going to say he needs some cucumbers. I guess that's what you buy from Ripon, right?
By like pickle relish and
Okay, he's gonna buy some relish here from Ripon Pickle. So he'll go in here. He'll go to the POs and make a new PO for some celery. So he'll say I want 100 of these celeries and 200 of these serrano peppers and 50 of these relishes. Okay, so he's got his PO ready, and he'll print this PO.
so that'll be
But this is him ordering from Ripon Pickle Company, and he'll send this off to them so that they know what he's ordering, and then he'll also take a copy of this PO and he'll give it to you.
yeah, I have an example in front of him.
Okay. Are you doing that now? Is he used to getting your POs?
Yes,
So he
yes.
knows what's coming in? Okay. Okay.
So he's got a BOL over mustard right now in hand that we received today, and then he's got the purchase order attached to it.
Okay. So let's just pretend that this came in today, and we have a bill of lading that says 190 of these peppers came in instead of 200. Everything else came in.
Okay.
What's that?
I was just talking to Octavio, telling him this is
Okay. Okay. So from your end here, you'll go in. You'll log in. Enrique will get you logged in, and you'll see a purchasing icon, and you'll go into purchasing, and then you'll go to browse vendors like this, and you'll type in RIP to get to Ripon, and then you'll click on POs, and you'll find the PO that is there at your dock door, ready to be received. And in this case, it is that. Let's see, what do I do with it? Let me just print it again. Okay, so you've got a bill of lading in hand, you've got a PO in hand, you match them up, and you know that it's PO number 11005 that's at your door. And so you can go to browse vendors, go to POs, find that PO 11005 like that, and then you'll go into receiving right here. And 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, it's going to be that day. But let's say it came in yesterday. You can change this back to yesterday's date if it came in actually yesterday. So I'm going to leave it as today, hit OK. And so here's everything that's on that PO. And notice that it's 200 ordered and 0 received, 50 ordered, 0 received, etc. So instead of you typing in all those quantities, you can start by doing receive in full, clicking on this button, and that puts in all the defaults, and then then you can just put the exceptions in. So here, let's say we got 190 of these. I can just double click on this line and say we received 190. And if there's lot numbers, you should put that in as well. Hit OK. And so now we got lot numbers, we got receiving, we ordered, received. And if everything else looks good, then you can print this ticket with prices.
How do you put the lot number in?
Just when you're double clicking on it, right here, lot numbers.
Okay.
And you could also do a receiving comment like
broken toe.
Was a bit warm. Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can print the receiving ticket with prices right here. And we'll say preview yes, goes to my screen. And then you just print right here with the printer button. Hit OK, and that will print out in that printer.
Sorry, just print out where everything else, where you make your copies.
Okay, all right.
And then when that prints, hold on a second. Okay. After that prints in the printer, and there's, by the way, there's your receiving comment, and there's your lot numbers right there.
Sorry,
And
guys,
Chuck-
I lost both a couple of times. I
No
got
problem.
dialed out.
We're recording it so you can watch this.
Yeah, I know.
And Chuck, do you want him to fill this stuff out too? This is just on paper, not on screen.
Yeah, we can, if need be, we can fill it out, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So now once you print that out, the receiving ticket with prices, then just hit OK. And now you're back to here, and it says receiving. And then if everything was good, then you hit Control T, the letter T like Tom, and it'll say posted, and it will change the status to received. I've got to change my periods here real quick so it actually receives. Let me open up September. And now I'm going to try posting it again. Control T, and now it says received here. And it puts a little blue mark next to it as well. And that's it. At that point, you hand that receiving report and hand that PO and the bill of lading off to Audrey, and you're done with it.
Okay.
That's it. Just rinse and repeat.
Can we do one in real time? Can I have him do one with you in real time?
Sure. You mean you want to let him drive?
Yeah, because I have one he can do right here. Like, for real.
Well, but if we do that, it's gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it on your computer. Yeah. Yeah, I said it was going to affect the inventory, but it should affect the inventory. Let's see, Chuck.
So, do you want to? Am I sharing?
Yeah, go ahead and share and just let him drive once you get to purchasing.
Okay. So grab the mouse, click purchasing. Go into browse, vendors, and then you're going to type W.
Just type it?
Yeah, just type W-O, and you'll see Wober will come up.
Okay.
Then click POs. And then, so look at the PO on there, on my PO, our PO. So upper right, it's 11-1-11031.
Okay.
So
The
that's
top
this one. Yep. So click receiving.
Just today's day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you'll receive in full at the bottom. And everything looks good. So you click, do we print the ticket now?
Yes.
Print ticket with prices.
Yep. Looks good. So you can
Do I print
print
it?
it. Yep. Actually, can't cancel. And
If he says no to preview, it should go straight to the printer.
so on here, is there a lot number on there? On there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's type in the lot number.
So go,
Or how do we do that, Chris?
Double click on that line of that item, the item.
Okay, type in the lot number.
I gotta put that point one.
Yes. All right, okay. Okay, yeah, now we're good. Now you click OK.
Right here?
Yep. And
And there's Control T, right?
Yes.
we didn't print. Did we print it?
I thought he did he?
Let's print it again. Well, let me see. Let me check. No, we didn't print it.
Okay, go back to receiving. Okay. Print ticket with prices. If you say no here for the preview, it'll go straight to the printer.
There we go.
Now hit OK and then Control T.
It says receive.
Yep.
Okay.
There you
See,
go.
we get this. So this gets stapled to that,
To the front of it?
to the back of it, and then it goes into the file. Yeah.
Question? Okay, a mí en ese caso, base de create on the field,
Yeah, it's okay.
it's having 7 more.
Yeah.
It's like now I put it 14.
Yeah, no problem. And that's it. I'll do it with you a few times.
Okay.
And when you get, and when Enrique gets here, I'm gonna have him set up this laptop. That's gonna take the place of the iPad. So
Okay.
you'll be able to get your emails on this, and then you'll be hooked up in this system, and then you'll do the real-time receiving.
Okay.
That's gonna help everything.
Where do I put this?
Where you normally put it, wherever in the
three
receiving.
folder, right?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
receiving.
And I don't have to give nothing else to it yet?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And I'll do it with you, because the more you do it, the easier. You see, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too hard.
Yeah.
Can I take those notes or do you need them?
I'll make you a copy.
Okay, thank you.
Chuck,
Yeah.
do you ever have catch weights or is everything all standard weight?
No, everything, we don't do any weights. It's not like the meat guys.
Okay, then we're very easy. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, that's good for
that-
today. Now,
Yeah.
what's really important, Chris, is that we work with Lorena and Audrey, and we get these numbers.
Understood.
You know-
I'll prepare for it, and I'll look at the financials tomorrow for all 3 quarters.
And I think once Lori's involved and they can get into the system and ask you the right questions and do the entries, it's not going to be that difficult.
No, it's
Because
not.
everything's in there.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah, exactly.
some inventory might need to be adjusted, maybe some pricing, and other than that, it
Yeah,
should.
Yours is for sure one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just a matter of getting it done. I need your support.
Yeah, we've had a lot of musical chairs with different people from Bill to
I know. No.
So
I know.
let's hope everything stays in place, and we'll get these people up and running.
All right, and then just keep me abreast of your schedule. I'm traveling, just so
Yep.
my expectations aren't too high.
Next week, Tuesday through Friday, I'll be on site, and then I'll be doing the same thing in mid to late October as well for a week to Seattle. That's about my only travel that I've got.
And then, so let's get Lorena at CJBS up to speed so they can at least start doing their job.
That's their name, the CJBS.
CJBS.
That's funny.
I don't know what the acronym's for.
I'm Christopher John Buechler, so I'll take that as a
There you
sign.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I
Okay,
appreciate it. So, we'll talk Monday at noon.
sounds good. Okay, have a good weekend.
Okay, thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.